Hey everyone, welcome to the very first update within this reading vlog. It's my Friends to Lovers Friday reading vlog, and I'm very excited about it because if you followed my channel, you know that Friends to Lovers is one of my favorite tropes within romance books. And I'm also very excited about the book that I've picked for this reading vlog because I have had this book for I don't know how long on my TBR, and I've always kind of browsed past it, but I really want to finish it because I've heard very good things about it. The book is Christina Lauren's Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. It has a very weird title, and long title, but once you get into the book, it kind of starts to make sense. Um, Before I go into details about the book, I have to say that I started it very early this morning because I needed to get up very early to kind of start organizing my birthday weekend. I'm going to be gathering together with some friends and family on a picnic, and I just needed to do kind of a cross check of what I'm going to do because I don't know, am I going to cook and am I going to order stuff, or I don't know what I'm going to do because also tomorrow I have a very important work event that I need to attend, and I won't be able to do anything basically to prepare for the weekend. So I started the audiobook quite early on. Once I woke up, I just put it on, and I managed to finish like 45% of the audiobook from the morning until I had to get into work. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I mean, I typically like Christina Lauren's books. Their books are really fun and engaging, and they typically have very fun banter. Usually, the characters have some like interesting, quirky type of characteristics. So I knew that I would probably like it, but so far I'm really enjoying it. I have to say that um, we have Hazel, who is this really weird, peculiar type of woman character. She is just unconditionally and unapologetically herself. She really doesn't care what people think about her, and she has very eccentric tendencies. And we find out at the beginning of the book that she met Josh while they were in college, and they had a couple of very strange, awkward, and funny run ins together. And while she already appreciated what he looked like in college and how he was behaving, and just she really liked him, is what I'm trying to say. She kind of knew that things are not going to work out for them um, because of the impression that she made on him with their run-ins. I think she sent at some point an email to him because he was like the uh, teacher. I don't know how you call that in college, like the teacher's right hand, the person who helps the teacher in college. So he gave her some kind of an assignment or something, and she sent him not a drunken email. She sent him an email while she was uh, drug induced because she had her wisdom teeth pulled out, and she was like, I'm not gonna make the deadline for the assignment. So she sent him an email which was just hilarious, and it just makes for a very fun, engaging start of the story to see that they had such awkward and funny encounters together. And Josh, from his side, he's a very interesting character as well because obviously he's more reserved. And we find out that he's, I think, from Korean descent. Um, and what we find out is that Hazel, she has become a teacher now that she's out of college. And through a forum online, she met a girl, a lady, a woman, who is also a teacher, and they became very, very good friends. And this teacher, I think her name is Emily, she invited her on an interview at her school. to become a teacher there because her husband, Emily's husband, is the principal there, so she kind of has pull some strings there. And yeah, so Hazel gets accepted at this school and she gets invited to this barbecue at Emily and her husband's house to meet the other teachers. And this is where she encounters Josh for the first time after their college experiences. And it turns out that Josh is actually Emily's brother. So it's a very interesting beginning of the story, because we find out that they were acquaintances when they were in college, but now that they're out of college, they have a lot of things that kind of bind them together. Hazel, once she sees Josh, obviously again she appreciates him, his looks when she sees him, but because Josh already from the start lets her know that he has a girlfriend, she kind of immediately knows that she's in the friend zone and she accepts it. She's like, okay, I really like this guy, he's amazing, and I just want to be friends with him. Josh, from his side, has a long-term relationship and long-distance relationship with his girlfriend. And as the story progresses, we find out that she has been cheating on him. So he breaks it off with her. When he does that, he actually offers Hazel his apartment to use because her apartment got flooded. So they become roommates for a certain period of time. And what happens is they really start to become very good friends. They do stuff together, and because Josh broke up with his girlfriend, Hazel came up with a brilliant idea to have double dates, so that he picks a date for her and she picks a date for him, and that they go on these dates together, so that they kind of, first of all, socialize, and second of all, kind of try to get casual hookups to have his mind taken off of his predicament of breaking up with a long-term girlfriend. And they choose people for each other, but those people typically are not their type. So it's kind of like them going on a date together, but inviting two other people to be on a date as well. That's how it seems to me, at least. So the title of the book now is starting to make sense, because they go on these dates together. They're essentially blind dates for each of them, but because they're going on those dates together, it just is so hilarious. A lot of things happen during those dates. They go to a trivia night where they win a cruise because both of them are just so competitive. They go on this fishing trip where Josh is unfortunately thrown off of the boat, or he falls off of the boat. At one of those outings, the two people that they go on a date with actually hook up together instead of with, respectively, Josh and Hazel. So there's just a lot of fun things going on within this book now that I'm 45% into it. And I'm very interested how it's going to progress into a relationship, an actual relationship between the two. Obviously, I think that what will happen is they're not going to want to ruin their friendship, because they build up such an unique and very interesting type of friendship. And I'm interested to see who is going to notice and fall first. I'm kind of betting on Josh to be the first to fall, but we'll wait and see. I think I'm going to be able to finish the book, I think maybe by tomorrow morning, because I still need to do a lot of things tonight, but I'm going to listen to the audiobook while I'm doing some stuff to prepare for the weekend, and I'll update you once I know more. And I'm looking at my face and I'm like a very mature teenager with my breakouts here, so please ignore that. But anyway, I'm gonna see that I'm more presentable the next time over when I update you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next update. Hey you guys, so I've had a pretty hectic week this week with a work event that I had, and also my birthday is this week, and I just had so many things planned that I failed to record, edit, and post the Friends to Lovers Friday reading vlog. So yeah, forgive me. I'm just having too much fun this week. I'm gonna postpone it for next week, but I still need to record my update because I did finish the book. So we have Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. I always find this title very difficult to say, and I don't know. They could have thought of something shorter if you ask me, but yeah, I liked it. I liked the book. I have to say that I did like the fact that they became best friends fairly quickly, because there are certain people who, when they meet each other, they're like immediately they feel like they have a connection, right? Like they have this, they meet someone who is like a missing piece of, or like an extension of themselves. So I do understand that that can happen, and I'm really happy that they really became best friends first. However, that did bring about the fact that whenever you kind of friend zone each other, it's later on difficult to get out of that friend zone, to kind of get into a relationship mode. So with them, with Josh and Hazel, how it happened is with the serial dating that they did, the double dates that they did, they kind of started to figure out that they really are having more fun together than with the respective people that they're bringing on these blind dates. And I think I mentioned in the previous clip that I expect Josh to notice first that he's falling first, and I was right. He really was kind of noticing things about Hazel, the fact that he has such a good connection with her, that he is wondering about her, what she's doing, that he's feeling like whenever he wakes up he wants to text her, whenever he finds something funny or something happens, he just wants to share it with her first. So it's not just like a regular best friend friendship between a man and a woman. Also, he started noticing that he gets jealous of certain situations, because what happens is about, I don't know, 60% into the book, I think, he brings a guy whom he met at a gym as a blind date for one of their blind dates that they do together. And it turned out that that guy is the only guy with whom Hazel had a long-term relationship. She actually did have a pretty scarring, kind of a traumatic experience with the guy, so she wasn't his biggest fan. But because they did have history, she kind of decided to give him a chance, and that's where Josh really started to feel jealous and really noticing that, yeah, it's not just best friend territory. Additionally, while they were doing these double dates, they actually had an attraction with each other, and they slept together 2 times. So both of them kind of labeled it as a one-off type of thing, because both of them are in a situation where they're single and they don't really need any kind of strings attached to their situation. So basically, yeah, they thought that it's just the physical attraction that they need to get over and just do it once, and then it won't happen again. But then it happened the second time, and then yeah, basically you know how that goes from then on. So yeah, basically I really did like the fact that it started off with really focusing on their friendship first, how it built into becoming a best friend situation, and then best friends with benefits, and then a best friends to lovers situation. In the end, there was this kind of corny thing that happened that I don't want to spoil for you, that could have gone without, if you ask me. But yeah, I think that maybe because this book was published a couple of years ago, that was the type of thing that was expected in the end to happen, and that's why these authors have focused on that in the end. But yeah, I would say that for me it was unnecessary as a plot spin.
I don't know. I really loved Hazel, and I also separately loved Josh. So if I look at the characters and their development and the development of their relationship, I really love the book. But there were certain things that kind of were not my favorite, like the ending, with that thing that happens in the end. And also, I think the fact that when it comes to building a friends to lovers relationship, if you think about the fact that they grow to love each other first as friends and then become lovers, that is a bit of a difficult transition to make. So I've read books that do it really, really well. And this one, while I didn't find that it was done badly, it could have been done a bit better, in my opinion. So if I have to give this book a rating, it would be a 3.5 to 4 star read. Let's round it up to 4 to be generous, because I did have fun reading it. I did have a lot of moments where I was really laughing at Hazel's antics and their double date scenarios that they were thrown into. So yeah, I do have to say that I really enjoyed it. So if I have to give this book a rating, it would be a 3.5 to 4 star rating. So yeah, this about wraps up everything that I have to say about this book. Next week, I'm going to focus on Saturday's vlog, which will be Second Chance Saturday. And I'm very excited about that one because second chances are typically really in my top 3 level favorite tropes. Trope, it's a favorite trope, not tropes. So yeah, I really can't wait to see what will happen during that vlog. And you're seeing that I'm at the park. I'm having a lot of fun today. It's kind of very colorful. I don't want to show other people here, but it's kind of getting, we're in the moment where the sun is gonna set in maybe an hour or so, and there are a lot of trees that are turning yellow here and there, but you can't see them from this viewpoint, and it's just so beautiful. It was a very sunny day. It was my birthday. I had some amazing friends over who made my day so special, and I actually got a book. Let me show you the book if I can find it. Just get up. I've never read a book by what's her name? Carrie Maniscalco, I think her name is. Let me just see. Not doing a very good job of showing you, but it's a huge book. It's this one. Oh no, it's Cassandra Clare. I thought it was Carrie Maniscalco. No, so it's Cassandra Clare. I haven't read anything by this author either. I did see that it's a first book off of a series, so I'm very excited about finding out whether it's going to be for me. And yeah, I am happy with the gifts that I got. I'm happy with the day that I had. I'm happy with the friends that I got to see that I hadn't seen for a while. And yeah, I'm just happy overall, and I hope that you have a very happy, amazing, wonderful, marvelous day as well, and that you have a very good book next to you that you can go ahead and read. I'll see you next time in the next one. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Take care and happy reading. Bye bye.